Carlos, that's now 3 straight outings for Manaea, including his last rehab start, that are hovering right around the 65, 75 pitch mark. Is there a reason why he's not being pushed further right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like pitchers coming out of spring training or, that jump even in spring training while they're going through it, their build up. You're not going to go from 60 to 85 right away, So especially a guy that has been, through a lot, not only with the oblique, but with the elbow issues. We kind of like a little bit of setback, that's where we at right now. So hopefully the next time out, we can increase his pitch count a little bit more, obviously. But, yeah, that was the plan today.
What was the thought process after you take him out, going with Carillo in that spot?
Yeah, well, I needed to cover 5 innings there, and we're giving these guys a look here, and it just didn't happen today with him, There's some misses out of, ball out of the hand, and then when he came in the zone with the fastball, they didn't miss him. They were all over the fastball there, and we saw it with, the way that they hit, out of the ballpark there. So, yeah, I mean, at that point, once they got to 70 pitches with Sean, covering 5 innings, everybody needed a pitch there, and just Carillo didn't have it today.
Tony?
I guess as a manager then, how would you describe the challenge of managing Manaea the way you guys are right now, while also, trying to win games at this level right now? Yeah,
I mean, look, if he goes out there and throws 5 innings, it's a lot easier. But he's a big part of our team. You take the 70, 75 or from Sean, and then you try and piece it together. I have no issues with that. It's just, that's where we at. And is it a challenge? Maybe, but it is what it is, I guess.
What is your confidence level? I mean, you mentioned he's been through a lot. What is your confidence level that, when we sit here 3-4 weeks from now, he's going to be the fully stretched out Sean Manaea we saw last year?
Yeah, I think it's outing by outing, how he responds, and then, but I'm pretty comfortable and confident that if everything continues to progress the same way and continues to bounce back, that we're going to get to a point where, he's 85, 90 pitches here, So, but yeah, as of right now, that's where we are with him. So,
Dan?
How comfortable are you with the rest of the bullpen, given how heavily taxed some of the reliable guys have been? And now you said you want to take a look at a couple of guys, knowing what you have ahead of you the second half of the season.
Yeah, I mean, as we're going to need length out of the starters. Obviously with Sean, that's where we're at. But, guys will step up. We feel comfortable with the guys that we got back there. Today was one of those nights where Carillo didn't have it, But overall, we will continue to give opportunities to some of these guys. We know the main guys that, been here the whole year. And, yeah, we will continue to evaluate the situation here. As we're trying to win baseball games, obviously.
With that said, with the bullpen fully rested, what went into the decision to put Carillo back out there for the second inning and also keep Waddell in there when he was struggling with his command?
Well, yeah, at that point, once we got down, 3-4, I'm trying to, Waddell is kind of like our lone man there. I'm not going to deploy our high leverage guy when you're chasing 3, 4, 5 runs, With Carillo, the game was still down 1, after the 5th inning. I needed to get a couple out of them, so it just didn't happen today.
How much of that has to do with the fact that you do have Senga going and he is going to be on a pitch count, and maybe you do have to be a little bit careful with Clay Holmes?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you kind of put Sean today, and then kind of space those guys out a little bit, knowing that you're going to have to cover a lot of innings when they're pitching. But, yeah, I mean, Clay's, he's fully built up. But, yeah, that's what we got right now.
Abby?
It's been kind of a pattern with the offense that, you guys score a few runs in the first few innings, and then it's a bit cold in the middle innings, and then you make a run in the later innings. Just what are you seeing in those middle innings that maybe you'd like to see changed?
Yeah, I think a little bit in between, chasing at times, taking good pitches to hit. I thought today we mishit few balls, got under a lot of pitches there and hit few pop-ups there. Then we chase. Yeah, I just feel like those middle innings, we're having a hard time putting a rally together, whereas we get a guy on and then, they execute, we chase, we put the ball in the ground or, guys chasing, and we're not passing the baton, if you want to call it that way. So again, got good hitters, and we'll get through it.